My biggest beef with these ratings, as mad and frustrated as I was about the TJ Watt ratings, Jamar Chase not in the top 10 for receivers is an absolute joke, because if we were drafting receivers right now for the upcoming season alone, Jamar Chase is definitely going top 5. And to have him, like, again, I don't want to throw these other players under the bus, Ike, but to not have him in the top 10 for receivers, I'm sorry, if you're picking straight out, say I could pick a receiver for the upcoming season, Jamar Chase is in the top 10, if not top 5, if not top 3. This was the biggest head scratcher to me. And this is coming from, us doing a Steelers show. How Jamar Chase is in the top 10 receiver makes absolutely no sense to me.
Okay, so if you just take Jamar Chase, and if you just ask guys out the NFL who had a good season, just any position, any player on the offensive side, they're gonna say Jamar Chase. So if Jamar Chase is not in the top 10 and it comes down to wide receivers, but arguably if you just take quarterbacks out, which you can't, but you take quarterbacks out and you go for who's the next best player in the league, and they're gonna say Jamar Chase. Because Jamar Chase had an MVP type season. Or Jamar Chase got votes for MVP when it came down to the MVP of the NFL. Jamar Chase just took over as a rookie. Jamar Chase had multiple 100+, 150+ wide receiver games, a few 200 games. That was Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase arguably could have won the game by himself in the Super Bowl if they had a little bit of time left on that clock. Jamar Chase was the reason why a lot of people watch the Cincinnati Bengals, other than Joe Burrow. Jamar Chase took Joe Burrow to a whole nother level when it came down to passing. That's exactly what Jamar Chase did. So how do you have a Jamar Chase who got MVP votes out the top 10? That don't make any sense at all. We're not talking about just wide receivers. We're talking about who was electrifying, who did people want to see, what did top defenses think, say, and react, and who was the guy they had to know. They had to know where Jamar Chase was at all times. So how on Madden do you not know where Jamar Chase is on the field? So if I'm gonna throw a rule out, because we just got done talking about Najee Harris, but I thought Najee, from a rookie standpoint, 85 was perfect. If you wanted to give Jamar Chase a 96 or a 95, I don't think nobody would ever argue with that off of what he did last season for the NFL. But to have him out the top 10, I mean, who your Devontae Adams? Devontae Adams is one. Cooper Kupp and Tyreek Hill. Those three, I'd be cool ranking ahead of Jamar Chase. In my opinion, Jamar Chase is right there, say at number 4 and number 5. I know D-Hop, Diggs, like there are other very good receivers, Ike, but he's in that conversation right there. Jamar Chase, though, like, that's why I say Devontae Adams, and it's Jamar Chase. You know what I'm saying? There's no disrespect to Tyreek. Tyreek will, blow past anybody in the world when it comes down to football. Devontae Adams, we just seen what he's done over the last couple of years. Devontae, Cooper Kupp, the quiet assassin, has been, building his resume since he stepped into the league, regardless on who the quarterback was. He just know where he need to be at all times. Jamar Chase, the same person. Not Jamar Chase. You see, between Cooper Kupp and Jamar Chase, they're gonna do the you gotta want to things. And what I do see out of all the guys we just named is I do see a Cooper Kupp will lay his body on the line and he will block the heck out of you when it comes down to times you need to. What I do see Joe Mixon coming out and he's getting on side of that perimeter, I see a Jamar Chase trying to block the heck out of a corner or safety as well. So, and we call that the things people, you got to want to do that. You got to want to be unselfish. You got to want to make plays when you're not getting the ball. And I see those two guys right there between Jamar Chase and Cooper Kupp. They make plays for their teammates when they're not receiving the ball. So it's crazy for me. I mean, who else, other than the guys you just named, Mark, who else was better?
So they've got Chase? Justin Jefferson, Mike Evans checks in at number 7, Terry McLaurin is at number 8, Keenan Allen at number 9, and then Amari Cooper at number 10. again, this is not to throw any of those players under the bus because they've shown consistency. This showed consistency. But if you're picking just straight up, like saying you could have Jamar Chase or Amari Cooper, I know who I'm taking.
You taking Jamar Chase?
Yeah.
The other guys you name, we will have an argument. That list, that's a nice little list. So I can see the argument with that. But Amari Cooper, no disrespect to Coop, but I'm taking Chase over Coop. That's what I'm doing. Terry McLaurin, is it McLaurin?
Yes, sir. Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, Terry McLaurin, quietly. It's a reason why the Washington Commanders had to pay that man had to get him an extension because he is hell. So I respect that. I respect that everybody's saying Terry McLaurin, the NFL is saying what he can do. But Jamar Chase, yeah, if I'm taking one out that list, because Mark, that's a heck of a list right there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm taking one out that list, it would probably be Amari Cooper.
Well, especially considering Madden is rewarding the consistent production with all of these players. Because I take a look at a guy like Mike Evans, who's had an 1,000-yard season every season he's been in the league, which is why he's a 92 overall. So maybe Madden just wants to say, hey, what's your encore performance in year 2 with Jamar Chase? But again, you're just picking straight up for the upcoming season and the upcoming season alone. It's like, what are we doing, Madden?